As I say, when the election time comes and the cocktail party gossip is all the time about look what the government is doing and we should vote for them. I say you don't make a difference. You are 20 seats out of 500 and what happens in any metro? So I think we have to realize that the real population of this country lives far out of the metros. And any type of health approach has to be like an outreach to that. Since I'm involved with Assam, I've seen the whole, the terrain there, how difficult it is there for them to move even 200 kilometers or even 300 kilometers to reach any. So the need of the hour, because I believe it is diagnostics, okay? Gone are the days of clinical medicine, and Deepak will bear me out, and we see it on a daily basis. Clinicians send in their clinical diagnosis, and what turns out in imaging is totally the opposite. So I really think clinical medicine, those days are gone. And also I'll tell you, our Assam experience has been a very rewarding experience over the last 5 years, because we took a call to put in radiation therapy machines, because they have a very high incidence of cancer. The first step would be put in hospitals, put surgical theatres in, put surgeons in, let them operate, then let patients go for radiotherapy. But we turned it on the head and said, getting so many skilled people and skilled surgeons, when then post-operative care and all those issues would be impossible. So let us move to something which is automated, something which is less human dependent, and that's radiation therapy machines, and that we're seeing that result, and now things are advancing in the rest of countries on a similar model. But you don't come to that till you make a diagnosis, and that's where I think imaging makes such an important reason to be out there, out in every district of the country. But once you have imaging out there, exactly as what Deepak said, and that you need to have the standardization. So today you have somebody being scanned on a 2-slice scanner and somebody being scanned on a 128-slice scanner. The whole thing is different. Not only that, it's the protocols. I see scans done even in metros, which are done so poorly, and Deepak, I'm sure, sees it every day. So there has to be a form of standardization, a sort of a thing where people know that if I'm getting remote reporting done, on what scanner has this been done? Are the protocols set? Are those people got the right protocols acceptable? Are the people who are reporting those scans also, of a particular caliber to do that? Because the problem today in teleradiology is that you have people reporting CTs for 50 rupees and MRIs reporting for 50 rupees. I mean, if you're going to pay peanuts, you're going to get a monkey. Simple as that. Do you want to get your diagnosis, which is a critical aspect, based on what somebody has seen for 50 rupees? So I think there has to be, I've been against regulation, but as I see more of it, I think we need regulation, but I'm not too sure whether the regulation should come from the government, or as Deepak said, a collaborative effort, government plus the private players, because it's really the private players who are going to put these machines up. Okay, so. And then the second and a very important point is, Kirti was saying, and even Rahel to some extent, that Kirti was more emphasizing on the ROI, return on investment and things like that. Today, we really have one airline which has survived. Air India has survived because the Tatas bailed it out. But the only airline over all these years that we have seen has survived is Indigo. And the reason I'll tell you why Indigo survived, they decided to buy only one type of plane. Of course, they got hurt when those engines ran into trouble. But what they did, they bought only one type of plane. And as a result of which, maintaining it, spares, everything like that became very, very easy, because everything is a numbers game. Today, digital pathology, more machines are bought, digital pathology price will crash. We have seen that happening in imaging. So it's all a question of numbers, and those numbers will come. So if there's a sort of a standardization, 32 slice CC, 64 slice CT, and have that out, like 1,000 machines out in the country, you'll be able to service them better, look at them better, you'll get standardization of image quality, plus also the standardization of the radiology reporting. So I think these are important because it's critical And if we don't standardize and you start getting bad reports out, people will stop spending. And the whole will have a self-goal, and it will get in that. And one last point I want to say, artificial intelligence has become like a waste paper basket. Alright? Everything is put as artificial intelligence. Whatever is software, okay? Maybe a measurement tool or something like that. These guys say, oh, I have AI. Because it's a big word and administrators don't understand. They say, oh, this machine mein AI hai. Arey boss, it's just software and the machine needs different type of diagnostic and correction and software. Okay? Yeah, they should, because they're misusing this word. And on the other side, people feel that artificial intelligence is where you replace human beings. So I think that definition has to come about, and I think they need to break it up. What's augmented intelligence? What is software? What is this? So that's all.